Okay, ladies and ladies, so in this video I want to show you how you can get the best performance out of your Call of Duty game if you're running like a medium to low end device. So I'm using a Galaxy S10 Lite. It's not the fastest, it's not the best phone, but it has one of the biggest screens, and I'm practically blind, so I need a big screen to play the game. So that's why I bought this phone, because there were other phones, like for example Magic and ROG phone, but the screen size is actually smaller. So I went with the biggest screen for like the kind of like the medium end, you know. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start off in the settings, and then we're gonna quit the game, and you'll see what I'm gonna do. So the first thing you need to do is you need to try to have as many things not running in the background as possible. So we're gonna go to audio and graphics, and you can see I got my graphics on low. You can use a lower frame rate if you want, but for playing the game and actually being able to see people, you want to have maximum frames, right? So realistic scope is a new feature that they added into the game, but the problem with it is that it's just another layer that you need to add onto the game. So the more layers that you can remove to the game, the faster you're going to be able to speed the game up. So that is why I take off the UI volume. That's the little sound that it makes when you hit your target. It goes ta 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 ta. You know that little sound, or when you're getting hit, you hear that little sound. And then here you can hear when I change the menu now, it makes a sound. So those little sounds, when you cut that out, it'll speed your device. Sometimes you get a lag when you're hearing the bullets hit your opponent. So that's really good to turn off. Another thing is if you don't use the voice chat, which I don't really use the voice chat that often, you keep that off. The microphone is off. Ambient volume, that's the little whooshing, like the street sounds and stuff like that. It makes the game more fun, so sometimes I leave it on, but most of the time I leave it off, especially when I'm playing ranked. And another thing is team voice volume, because for example, you're playing hardpoint and it's just constantly saying hardpoint. Hardpoint is, whatever. Just every 3 seconds it's telling you hardpoint, 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 hardpoint. And then this is the same voice that'll tell you that there's a predator missile coming after you're already dead by the predator missile. You get what I'm saying? So turn that off, because for a lot of the times it's not really helpful. It's really helpful in BR and search, but most of the other game modes, you can kind of figure out what's going on. If you just listen, you'll know that a predator missile is coming, because every score streak makes its own specific sound. So just turn the team voice volume off, and then pay more attention to like the sounds of the actual score streak, so you can actually know what is going on before the team voice will actually tell you. You get what I'm saying? And then with the team voice and the ambient volume down, you'll be able to really hear those footsteps and those bullet sounds. So you'll be able to find your opponents a lot easier, right? So that's that. And then they added this really cool feature right here called shader preload. So now that we're done here, we're gonna hit that shader preload, and then it's gonna quit the game. Okay? So we quit the game, right? Shader preload all them shaders. And sometimes I'll do this twice just to be 100% sure. So we restart the game, right? Now I'm back at my menu here, and probably the camera flipped. It looks weird, I don't know. But you see this app right here called Knox Security? We're gonna use that first. Now that's gonna clean the cache. I got up 1.6 gigabytes in my cache from using apps like Instagram, Facebook, scrolling around the internet. So once we delete this junk, it's gonna allow us to load the game faster. It's gonna allow the maps to load faster. Character models are gonna load faster. So it always gives you an ad. You just quit the ad when it's done, right? And then you open it up again. Actually, I should have did this first. You want a memory boost first, because that'll close all your apps. You see, I got a whole bunch of apps running in the background. So I close all the apps. Now all the apps are released. They show me a little ad. I quit the ad. So now that I've cleaned my cache and I've released all the apps, there's nothing else I need to do. All I need to do is reopen the app. But before we do that, we want to make sure that all of our antennas are turned off, because the more antennas that you have, for example, even Bluetooth will slow down your device. So I'll put my phone on flight mode, right? And then reconnect to the Wi-Fi. So there, the only antenna I have right now is Wi-Fi and my JLab headphones. So boom, now we're ready to go to gaming mode, okay? So in gaming mode, this allows you to permanently block certain all applications from accessing the internet. We gotta watch the ad because they keep throwing me out if I don't watch the ad. There it is. So here it is. So you go over to the Call of Duty settings, right? And first we're gonna just activate gaming mode for a second. Now, when we activate gaming mode, it allows us to edit. So we go down here to where it says block internet access for other apps, right? And these are all of the apps that might want to access the internet while I'm actually playing the game, and it'll actually slow down. Like, these are new apps that I just installed. So I'm going to add these to the list. LinkedIn, WordPress, ZipRecruiter. So now these apps will not be able to access the internet while I'm playing the game. So they won't be able to, like, I want to say, reduce my bandwidth. So I won't get those lag spikes, those random lag spikes as much. So now we're going to go back. You're going to show us an ad. 5 seconds, click that away, and then we just hit this little play button on top, and it's loading all the settings. And if you previously had apps accessing the internet, it's going to tell you right there. It says freed 66 megabytes per second. So I think that's what that means. Anyway, we just freed up some energy so that our device can run the application a lot smoother. Now look how fast this thing is going to load. Why is the music playing? I thought I turned that off. Let's see. Anyway, we can turn it off. I'm pretty sure I thought I turned it off. I didn't turn it off. Okay. So we go into the audio and graphics, audio, music volume, turn that off. And then boom. So just to be on the safe side, because I cleared out my cache when I quit the app. So I'm just going to hit the preshader one more time, because I'm pretty sure I undid it when I cleared out my cache with the other app. So I'm going to preshader one last time and then restart the game. Boom. We hit that play button there.
Hey, check this out.
Hey, what's up?
You can
Oh, yeah. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so here it is. So it takes about 4 minutes to do this whole process. Oops, sorry, I had to blow my nose. But it takes about 5 minutes to do this process. And once you do it, the game should run very, very, very smooth. And you should not have the lag spiking and the pings. So let's just go in to a training mode real quick. You know, sometimes when you go into training mode and it starts up and it almost like freezes a little bit. So let's just start that up. And basically, if you have a low-end device, sometimes it'll lag right here, right now. Sometimes it'll lag, but you see everything just kind of smoothly turned itself on. So this is basically all you gotta do to make the app run smooth. I'm running at 29 ms, 33 ms, 25 ms. So this is pretty good speed for competitive ranked, if you ask me. So if you're having a problem with your device, make sure you do all of these things. Try to take all these steps, and as you can see, when I exited the match, the character model loaded up right away. The character models, sometimes you see the default character model before the model will actually load up, and as you can see, that's not really happening right now. So especially with legendary guns, when you have legendary guns, the animation will even slow down your device. But look at how crisp that animation was. Sometimes this animation will come out a little glitchy. Let's check out the Kilo. This one usually comes out glitched. Yeah, very smooth. So once you do all those steps that I showed you, your device should be running like butter. Anyway, that's my video. Sorry that it took 10 minutes of your life, but you know, sometimes you gotta spend some time to save some time, baby. Anyway, that's my video, and I hope you like it.